Women purchased tetrodotoxin online, injecting her into the yogurt her husband drank. Unknowingly, the husband drank poisoned yogurt like this, immediately fell to the ground and couldn't stand up. Unexpectedly, the woman didn't even escape. On the contrary, he called the police, and he truthfully confessed the origin of the toxin. The evidence chain is conclusive. Women are taken to court, but he was slow to convict, because his defense lawyer claimed that women purchased tetrodotoxin for suicide, and he also suffers from severe mental illness. If the prosecutor can't find Xiaobai with a motive to kill the husband, so there's a possibility that Xiaobai could be acquitted. Just when the police were at a loss, my colleague provided him with a new document. The victim actually used a pseudonym. His real name is Xu Yiking, and this Xu Yiking was sentenced 6 years ago for rape, and the person he raped was Xiaobai. So the police proposed an adjournment to the judge, to find out if my husband and Xu Yiking are comparing through D, in and A alone, confirmed that they are the same person. What's even more strange is that defense lawyer's lower abdomen was also found. He has also defended Xu Yiking's rape case before. This anti-transfer matter has become increasingly complex. Is Xiaobai good or evil? What kind of secret does Xiaobai have? The police continue to investigate. He found Xu Yiking's inmate in prison. The inmate provided 2 pieces of information. One is a portrait of a woman hidden in a city. The woman depicted is not Xiaobai. Another clue is that a city works as a technician in a certain club. The police came to the clubhouse to investigate. Foreman, tell him, Xu Yiking did indeed work here. Later on I fell in love with a female guest, and then I resigned. And this female guest is the little white man who takes care of women meticulously. Even when women are sick, they will bring foot wash with care. Women also feel very happy because of this. But then the woman couldn't be happy anymore, because during a department dinner, the man actually personally sent him into the leader's room, facing a woman who is about to be violated. She not only stood on the side indifferent, even closing the door, turn around and leave. Strangely enough, after an hour, he was calling the police, and when the woman learned about it, determined to leave this terrifying man in front of me. The disappearance of women, but it's making men anxious, so he started frantically searching for the woman's car. It's bound to his phone. Violation records will be sent to his phone. Through this information, he came to the city where women live. The man waited in the car day and night, and when he got hungry, he ate some biscuits, drank some mineral water when thirsty. That's it. He waited for several months. I haven't even seen the person I love. In his almost desperate state, the man seems to pity him. When he was washing up in the bathroom, met the leader who violated women many years ago. It's definitely not an accident for a man to know that the leader is here, so he followed along all the way, seeing a scene that he couldn't believe. The woman he loves came out with a smile on her face. Welcome this person who once violated him. The man is very puzzled. Why do women abandon him because of someone who once violated him? Look at the look of their love. He cannot accept this fact. Future days, he devoted all his energy to his work, trying to forget about women through work. Years later, when the police found him, when telling the news that the rapist was killed by a woman, faced with questioning from the police, he also spoke out without hesitation. When the rape case occurred that year, he's clearly right next to me, but there's no reason to stop it. But the reason given left the police stunned. He likes women for a long time, but men are very insecure. I don't think he's good enough for women. Wanna find a chance to destroy a proud woman, because that's how he appears when women are most vulnerable, to gain a woman's heart through this. But things didn't go according to his ideas. Women come to foot therapy shops. However, when he opened his eyes and saw that the technician who served him was actually someone who had violated her many years ago, but the woman did not request a replacement technician. Instead, he chose to have this man who had violated her serve him. When a man's hand touches a woman's foot, the once painful self instantly surged into my heart. The woman whipped his foot in an instant. But looking at this uneasy man in front of me, she still held back her fear. Put your feet back again. Men's movements are very gentle. Let him slowly let go. Former humiliation. Slowly looked at the man in front of me. The woman's heart slowly began to pity the man in front of her. Unexpectedly, there was a faint feeling of excitement. Since that day, as soon as Xiaobai has time, he will look for one city and 2 corners. It just took a while. The two fell in love. A chance. Xiaobai saw someone growing up like a homeless person online. In order to help his lover get rid of the past, he spent a lot of money on a set of identification documents for a homeless man. From then on, Yicheng used his identity as a homeless person to live. But these days were quickly shattered. Xiaobai found Xiaobai and tell him the secret of a city. In prison, a painting of a woman's words in a city, and the woman he misses so much, not Xiaobai. To verify what Xiaohei said, Xiaobai secretly follows her husband. But I found out that my husband had an affair with another woman, and Xiaobai love is too deep. Finally, he used the contract to poison his husband. The woman the husband meets is not someone else. It's Xiaobai lawyer. The lawyer explained that Yiking was subjected to domestic violence by his father since childhood. Just run towards him. Gradually, Yiking is gradually becoming familiar with his neighbor's older sister. Anna is meeting with a city. I want to say goodbye and live a good life with Xiaobai. Surprisingly, The meeting of Yi Ching and Xiaoju, it just stimulated Xiaobai. I think a city betrayed him, causing resentment in Xiaobai's heart, and Xiaoshu is willing to defend Xiaobai. It's also because I promised Yikun, no matter what happens, take care of Xiaobai. After listening to it, Xiaobai collapsed. He actually killed someone who loved him. However, the matter is not over yet. The police discovered there is a story behind a tree in a city. Several years ago, seeing Xiaoshu being subjected to domestic violence in Yiking is heartbreaking. So after killing Xiaoju's husband in a city, I think things will come to light. Feeling bored, he drank too much at the party. When I was drunk, I mistook Xiaobai for a little pig, and then there was the story with Xiaobai. The first defense was for the sister to defend her younger brother. Coincidentally, Xiaobai's father fell seriously ill, so I brought him in. As a result, one city turned its back on it. Confess one's guilt. There is a story behind this story. After the reversal, there is a reversal. Under the intricacies and intricacies, killing people out of love, hate arises from love. Yearn Pufferfish, seemingly plain, with digital inversion. It can be said that watching high-energy puzzles in secret can be very enjoyable.